Today we're going to be subtracting integers by adding the opposite. We're going to start with the example, simplify 2 minus 7. Let's start by showing this on a number line. My number line, and since my problem starts at 2, I want to start at 2. Now, this says I'm subtracting positive 7. Remember, when you're subtracting a positive, you're going to go the opposite the direction of the positive. So in this case, we want to go towards the negative 7 units. So opposite the direction of the positive, 7 units. I'm going to go left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I end at the negative 5. So the answer to 2 minus 7, therefore, is negative 5. Now I want to show you that another way. I'm going to use a technique that has been patented here as so easy. So we're going to say 2 minus 7. We're going to rewrite that using our same opposite opposite. So we're going to leave the 2. We're going to add negative 7. So you take the opposite of the subtraction sign, and remember the opposite of the positive 7 is negative 7. So they call that here so easy. Underline so, because it's spelled wrong. Same opposite opposite. So now let's see how that looks like on a number line. So now, again, I need to start at the 2, and this time I'm adding negative 7. So I want to go towards the negative 7. And what do you know? It also ends at the negative 5. So adding the negative 7 was the same as subtracting 7. It works when you're subtracting a negative number. So here we have our next example, 2 minus negative 3. Again, let's see if we can show that on the number line. For this problem, again, I'm going to start at the 2. Now, because I'm subtracting negative 3, I need to go away from the negatives 3. So in the opposite the direction of the negatives, 3 units. So I can subtract those negative 3 units. So opposite direction of the negatives. Oops, why isn't this working? Here we go. 3 units. And I look and end at the positive 5. Now let's try that so easy approach we used for the last one. We're going to have the same, the so, s, same as the 2. The opposite of the minus sign is going to be the plus sign, and the opposite of negative 3, you know, is positive 3. 2 plus 3. Well, that one's really easy to show on the number line. So again, I wanted to start at the 2, and this time I wanted to go towards the 3 in the positive direction. And look, my number lines look the same. So now I have another problem, negative 212 minus 326. Well, I don't want to make a number line for that because that would be a long number line. So I'm just going to use my same opposite opposite, or add the opposite approach. I'm going to write out my so. So my negative 212 is going to stay the same. The opposite of the minus sign is the plus sign. They're inverse operations. The opposite of positive 326 is negative 326. So before, where we read this as negative 212 minus positive 326, what we're saying is that that's equivalent to negative 212 plus negative 326. Now you should know when you're adding two negative numbers together, you're getting a larger negative. So actually this is an addition problem. We're going to get a larger negative by adding these two negative numbers. So when I simplify negative 212 minus 326, or negative 212 plus negative 326, I get negative 538. So the idea is we're no longer subtracting, we're now adding the opposite. But one way you can remember that is the so easy. Once again, same, opposite, opposite. So easy stands for same, opposite, opposite.